Okay, dingleberries. Okay, where's fucking man? Okay. Okay. What we need to do is okay, right, sound like what the fuck? Let's get all the Pandoras. I have to go through all Pandora. Okay, so we're gonna go through, kill a Giga Mine really quick. We're gonna go through a bunch of crap and just kill people. Do a big circle jerk. I need to get up more badass points. So the conversation I was having with my friend and it was coming down to asking specific questions about health and that. So these are the basic things that I'm learning right now that I go through, certain things and learn these things because it's extremely. That Borderlands 2 it's extremely good to understand these things. Unfortunately, it's very annoying to not understand specific things, especially when they come down to learning how to be better. So the aspect of being better is coming down to, are you willing to go through certain things to better yourself? So, like for instance, I did a heavy neurological meditation. I mean, this is the stuff that I do personally that most people probably can't do. The reason why I say it like that is because I've been doing these meditation type things for a while now, and when I do them, I've been noticing that I've been de-stressed, even in very stressful situations, which does occur sometimes, doesn't occur all the time, but it occurs enough to be noticed. And sometimes it fucking sucks. I mean, it really fucking sucks. And normally I pray for the rest of the stuff, and then normally prayer normally relaxes me, and that. I did a devotion to, the creator that, and I don't think a lot of people don't understand that for real. Like, they don't understand that, that when it comes down to all the things that we do and that, a lot of people don't want to give thanks to God. And it's like, well, if you don't believe in it, it's like, it's not about belief, it's the truth itself. Truth itself is that someone created us to be the way that we are. And that we're still trying to figure it out. Like, figure out what? You already figured out everything. Doom gun. Another one. And which one's this one? Trump! I don't know. Trump's really fucking good. I mean, this gun's gonna be good for killing bosses. I already know that for a fact. True. Radiation. I don't think I like radiation though. Better than the Doom gun? Let's go see what the other Doom gun is. I'm happy I got one. I can give one to him, and I got two of them. This one's going to be. Fucking look at it. Take it. I definitely going to need. I really need to go to Mayhem 10 before I do this. Okay, so they're both exactly the same. Actually, no, that one's below that. This one's better. Activation, conflict triggers. Nova. Yeah, that one's better. Okay, whatever. It's kind of funny when you start finding guns you really like, you find them very fucking easily. I still think the Trump gun's probably better. I mean, the damage is going to be less, of course, but output of how much you can shoot is going to be better. But yeah, so like these are the tests I do with myself in that. I figured out that I can. This guy's still overpowered. You guys got undone yet? Okay. But like how it works, it's complicated to talk about. So basically, what it is that I learned, it's a release of basically all your hormones all at once. I'm assuming that's how it feels. So like you gotta be hydrated, and that you gotta have enough stuff in your system to be able to do this at all anyway. So hydration's a key thing. I ate a bunch of salty ass chips. Bunch of fattening ass chips and that. I don't eat a lot of Ruffles and that, but I want to eat some really salty, fatty shit sometimes. But so I listened to this one guy that about caffeine. And caffeine, how it actually works in that is through a neurological perspective. When people drink caffeine, they actually go down the list of stuff and that. And it was very, it's like caffeine and stuff. It keeps you. It keeps, it basically just keeps you more relaxed. It keeps you from stressing out so much until you crash. And the reason why people crash that because they're not, more or less, they're not hydrated enough. And they're crashing too much because of the non-hydration and salt and all that stuff in that in your body that it really deals with hydration. That's the reason why people drink too much caffeine, so to speak, always lack, like, they doze off. They crash really easily, and the guys had it too. So what I did, I ate something super fucking salty, and I drank like 40 ounces of water, and bam, I did my meditation. Everything was fucking golden. Because I was just on not even 2 hours ago, and I was feeling drag, like really dragging that. And then when I listened to him, the caffeine of dehydration, that, which I kind of knew a little bit about that, but I never really like thought about hydration being dehydration has a lot to do with things nowadays. The reason why people have that crash and moment, why they're always fucking yawning and shit, it's not because they're tired. It's actually quite the opposite. Yeah, it's not because you're tired. It's because you are dehydrated. Your brain function is going to, basically, for what I've noticed, for what this guy's been saying, that he's a neuro doctor, whatever it is. He's very specific on what he says and that. But it makes perfect sense. So I was thinking about it, like, huh, I don't think it makes sense. When you're dehydrated, your brain function gets really slow, and you like, you're dragging it. Because your neurons, which I know that this, your nervous system needs these metals. It needs salt. It needs, iron, magnesium, all this good stuff in that. Mostly just salt, because salt is a conductor in a way in your brain to release your nerves. So eating like really salty fucking food, as long as you have enough water in your system and that, you should be like fluid as fuck. Like your body should be like, I mean, you don't eat salty foods. It's like your body doesn't react to it. Like everything was salty as fuck back then. They used a lot of sodium, but then again, they worked a lot harder too, so they're sweating a lot more. So nowadays, the lack of salt is the reason why a lot of people have neuron issues and have joint issues and stuff like that, because salt actually helps with thermogenesis a lot. So hence the reason why this amino thing, it has, a good amount of sodium in it. I think it does. And like, so if you ever look at like why people always want to put a lot of like salty food, salty stuff in, like all the salt's bad for you. Salt's not bad for you. It's the overexertion of all of that. How old that car looks. It's so fake. Down my ass. But yeah, it's just a lot of little things, man. Like when you're a kid that you're always drinking juice, you're always drinking stuff that has sodium and stuff within that and sugar in that, so it constantly alerts you. The biggest problem is you can't do too much of it because, it does, for some people, affects their stomach and that. Like some people that are in really good shape in that, and they're like, and they have a lot of like functionability in that, normally they have stress issues to deal with by smoking and shit, which most people like to do that anyway. But like certain people like being that like stress release stuff comes down to my stress release stuff comes down to, well, one of them is masturbating, honestly. No, if I'm really stressed out and that's definitely my go-to. If I'm really fucking stressed out, it mellows me out really good, and I think it's the best way to do it. You know, that's one of the things that I like to do. Everybody's different though. Some people don't like to do it at all. Some people get really skeptical about it. They're like, they get really skeptical and jelly about it, and they're like, oh, that sounds, this, like, dude, like, if you want to stress yourself, the best way, either exercise, punch the fuck out of a box bag, there's like this rat tat tat in the box bag. Like, when I was stressed out over that whole, that fucking, the Domino's guy. I wanted to beat someone's ass. My manhood was being threatened. I wanted to beat someone's ass. So I looked at it from the perspective, okay, what am I doing? I exercise. And like, I think a lot of people do that too. Like, I've been listening to people say, like, when you're angry, do as many push-ups as you can. Use that anger as something good. Basically, what you're doing is you're outbursting your anger through momentum. I like to look at things from a philosophical way, look at things from a different perspective than that. That's just how I am. Okay, asshole, let's do this shit, bitch. Fuck you. Dickhead. He's cut off all the other guys. It's funny. What the fuck? Oh. Dickhead. I hate those fucking big old dudes. No. This. But yeah, like after I worked out and that, my stress went into the workout. I actually worked out really good, the best pump I've ever had. Because they say underneath good stress, for some reason the body creates a lot of endorphins. It creates a lot of growth hormones. That's why, like that's why when people are angry and that, they normally are stronger than most people because of the anger itself. And like it's kind of like interesting to look at how you can use your emotions to guide you and to make you stronger than what you normally are. And that's kind of the thing that that I pretty much am trying to do. Because my stuff is emotional. Everyone has their tech stuff. I think, if you understand how emotions are, you can control them. Where the fuck are you going, little shit? Fuck you, bitch. I think it's very good to use certain emotions, especially when it's time for certain things to happen. But yeah, it's just a lot of things. It's like I was talking, to my other bro. I got another guy I like talking to Connor, not super cool dude, man. And I was, talking about stuff and that. I was bring up, nutrients now, like, that he's a young man and he doesn't know much. I'm like, this is what people do. It's like, people's like, oh, you play video games all the time. People say, you can never get out. Like, Andrew Tate says, we play video games, you jerk off, you don't do nothing? It's like, dude, okay, no one got put into a position where you were at. I worked hard. Dude, you were on a fucking reality show. Your brother was put in a reality show. You don't get picked for a reality show for no fucking reason, which gives you a sponsorship, which you make money off of. Oh, I don't make money on that. You did make money. That's why they pay you to be on a reality show. You're an actor, bro. You act. That's the whole point of your gimmick. I like kickboxing shit. It's a fucking act. Yes, you get your ass kicked. Okay, that's part of the game. It's all an act. Yeah, you had to get strong as fuck. Okay, cool beans, dude. That's awesome. The biggest thing, you still are in a business, which is acting. You still have to act tough. You still have to act your part. You still have to be strong. You still have to go through all the bullshit. No, it's a fucking act right now. You talk about all this manly stuff, being a man and doing this and making money and all that stuff, and then other people say, eventually changes over like, oh, it's like, it's okay to work at McDonald's and that, not everyone's going to be an entrepreneur and that, because it is really hard work and that. You got to constantly be working that. Is it really hard work? I mean, you got people that do shit for you. You just got all the money. Yeah, at first, everything's going to be hard. But when you have the money to have things done for you, then how does it make it hard for you? What the fuck are you doing? You got advisors that tell you everything. You got accountants that do everything with your money and that. That's the problem is like everyday normal people now are a lot different. They act different. They're going to be different. So I see people like Andrew Tate that like, oh, I never was rich and that you were sponsored. You had some goal in mind, yes. fuck, another one? Fuck, I hate that damn thing. And like, I love how people just like worship this guy being a manly man. Dude, the fucking whore. Like, he fucks everything in sight, and he just brags about it. I fucking scream all those stuff they do. And like, dude, that's cool and all. That doesn't make you man. A man is not someone that sits there. The manly part of you is the hardworking part. The one that drive towards all this stuff because you wanted something. That's what honestly made you a man. The talk is so cheap with some of these people, man. They're just so cheap. Like, it's... Andrew Tate is right, you know. Feminist women are, you know, they get to the crazy point where they treat men like fucking shit. Well, no shit. People are trying to take his side, man. I'm not buying any of these fucking bullshit. All those cocksuckers do all the same damn thing. They all do it. All these rich motherfuckers, all they do is, here, buy my program. My program's going to give you the best luck to become a millionaire. You know how you become a millionaire? Work 2 fucking jobs, save up 1 job. If you're like me and don't have a lot of bills to pay in that, figure out a way to save up. My budget, I say, is $1,000 a month. That's my actual fucking budget. It's about $1,000 a month. So I make $3,000, I can save up $2,000. You know, and these are the things that have to happen. That's why the job I'm getting now, I'm focused on getting an easier job because I can maintain a good focus on what I'm doing at home, which is streaming, which is elevating myself at home. Despite the fact this is basically another job, I'm just playing video games, talking about shit, but I still have to have stuff to talk about. And some of these things are very crucial, and most people will never talk about it because most streamers can never get their voices out because they get banned and, you know, fucked over like I'm doing right now. I get fucked over. Because the people don't want this stuff to get out, so it makes it really fucking hard now. Yeah, when you got a fan base in that, you do all the stuff he did, yeah. So, basically what happened is, Andrew Tate hired a bunch of sluts, basically. He was like, oh, similar versions of it. They're fucking full of shit. No woman is going to throw out their body like that unless they've been through the ropes of understanding it. I mean, they had sex a couple of times. It doesn't matter. They've been through the ropes. They understand what it is to make money through that particular thing. Could be start off being a stripper, being a go-go dancer, whatever that it is. All these things start off with something. You get a version, it's a Christian version that's going to be doing the shit. No, it doesn't work like that. That's the gimmick that people like to say. Oh, these people, nah, these girls knew what they were doing. You know, they weren't massively fucking slutty in that, but they were slutty enough to throw their fucking tits and ass on a fucking internet stream. And that's like one of the funniest things. How he said, like, dude, that's how it works. Girls, like, normal women want to do that shit. Like, all you do is show your boobs off and guys give you money. You have to degrade yourself. What about feminism? That's not a feminism, what? To degrade yourself back to men paying you? Exactly my point. Motherfuckers can't make up their own damn mind. Fucking priceless shit, dude. Oh, feminism, I show off my booties and titties and that to make money, and all of a sudden, you know, they're talking about equal rights. You're using what that's not equal to us for a favor. So you're using what is completely unnecessary that most men can't even do. Because most men can't show off a leg and get enormous amount of attention. A woman can. So you want equalness? That's not equal at all. It's the same bullshit. It's just stupid shit. That's why there's so much conflicts in real life with this shit. People get so finicky and so upset over it because they want to have everything their own damn way and that, but then again, deep inside, they're hardened in their mind. They want to, they want a decent man their fucking damn life. They want a man that's going to be helpful and courteous and kind and obedient. But they have to go through all these fucking ropes and that, and constantly blame it on guys and that. It's like, what is there to blame on a dude? I mean, if a dude wants to work all day and supply for his family and that, you want to sit there and be a couch potato, that's up to you. Yeah, the man should call you out for being a couch potato, right? I mean, I would. I don't want my woman to be a fucking couch potato. Fuck no, not even close. What the fuck? And that's one of the biggest problems is that everyone wants to talk about and then get complained about and that. And like, what's unfair for men, not women? What's unfair for men? The biggest thing that's crucial towards men is having a good woman. So, like, if there's not a good woman in a relationship and the guy wants a date and the woman's very destructive, so to speak, and these destructivenesses always seem to push things to a worse levitations of a bad relationship, and then people want to sit there and scream and shout and say, this guy does this, and go on TikTok and complain. There's like a feminist reign on TikTok. It's nothing but women complaining, and then when a woman actually does like call out because they're tired of the complaining, that they have to sit there and say it in a weird way because they don't want to offend. There are women that are complaining about it. It's like, for instance, if someone says, it's like, oh, my man's not a bad man. What do you mean he's not bad? They have to say in this way, he's not the best man, but he has good intentions. So you're saying he's a good guy. Why don't you say that? Well, because they scream and shout and get mad. Because the whole point of this, it's a brainwashing technique that most people use. It's called, when in doubt, don't say it. Or if you have to say it with a negative intention. So it's like, say that person's a piece of shit, but say it in that way that's just like, okay, he's nice, but he's still a piece of shit. So the women can take it. Because all these women are horrible women, by the way. Like, there's no feminist, full-on feminist woman that's a good person. That's coming from my standpoint, because it's either I get what I want or I don't get nothing at all, which I'll ruin a man's life over. Which is what happens to a lot of people. I lost jobs because of really stupid, silly stuff like that. And it's like, so it's unfair for you to be a flirtatious hoe But it's not. It's fair for you to be like that, but it's unfair for a man to be a flirtatious hoe. Men screw everything. I know women spread their legs a lot, and it's not about the fucking and that. It's all about the inserts of responsibility. So, like for me, and that, like, do I take responsibility for my sex life? 100%. You know, I could be doing cardio every day, and I could be running around, bringing a chick in my bed. You know, be banging one right now, be doing all the fun stuff and that, and enjoying my life, busting some nuts. But the thing is, that's not my life. How some people might think that's up to them to think. And like, saying that all women are good, it's not saying all women are bad or good. It's not saying men are bad or good. It's saying the actual responsibility of being bad and good is always there. The biggest... Most times the biggest issue is, I say, men that do and women that do. Yeah, so it's always like that. Women that do, men that do. That's how you have to look at it. So, when people don't look at it from that perspective, then that's the reason why there's so much issues in that, because they always want to say, well, all men do this, all men... No, not all men do this. Men that do. Women that do. That's it. And people don't want to do that. They want to be all one for all, none for... Okay, every straight woman wants a fucking dick. I'm not... Every straight woman wants a nice pecker in them. Just like every man wants a nice pussy. It's just how it is. We want this. We want these luxuries. Because it is a fucking luxury. It's a luxury of feeling the love. It's a luxury of feeling, the hugs, the commitment, the emotional output in that. And when we don't feel these emotional outputs, sometimes it hurts us. Until you become older and you start understanding what's more valuable. What's more valuable to me? Money, my own personal entertainment, and health. Can I have more health in this when I have a decent, good, actual woman that's not sitting there that goes against all this, feminist acts, is giving into the actual traits that they're supposed to give into? If I find a woman that's like that, I'd be awesome with that. If I say like, so what do you think about feminism? They say, well, I think women should have this. Now, like, what do you mean by that? Explain it, because some people just don't know. They just think, like, equal rights. What do you mean equal rights? Well, soccer players get paid less from female to male. Yeah, because no one watches fucking female soccer. Duh. It's a male fucking sport. Males play sports. This gun wrecks bosses. I love this gun so much. It's so powerful. Well, that's the biggest thing that I learned, and now that I'm like I'm growing up and I'm learning more and more and more about these things. And that I'll tell you what, it's tricky out there. Like, it's not that I don't want to date someone. It's not that I don't want to have a girlfriend. But the chances of me finding a woman is the chances of finding that kind of woman that's just like, yeah, I want to take my trade, take my role. I don't want to be, like all the rest of these other women that sit there all day and complain, bitch, and fucking moan and cry so much that they don't get anything done. And I say, that'd be amazing. And some more like this. Some others, I don't like women that bitch and moan and say, maybe you'll listen to that. They actually know the actual thing. But that's what happened with that, the Domino's thing and that, the woman who cried wolf, and it's not even saying that these women were feminists, but they were to that point of like that. And the guy was just like, I know feminist guys like this. They're feminist activist guys. So I used to kind of be like that in a way. But the biggest thing is knowing to choose, like, you're going to fight for a reason that's hurting men because you're a man that's hurt. And they say that you're a man that's hurt because of these consequences that women are pushing on you. But you think giving in is the best way to deal with this situation. No, it's called man up and tell a bitch off. Tell a bitch off. Just tell her off. Say, hey, what you say is completely dumb. Where's the proof? And there's no proof of regulations in that. Look at Moxie. Moxie's a bartender. I know bartender girls that make more money than most people that do construction jobs. What do? Show off their fucking tits and make money. That's it. Well, not every girl can do that. It's like, yeah, it's because most women that don't do this stuff because they don't have the confidence to do it because they lack shape, they lack discipline, they lack diet, they lack the stuff that they need to do. So when it comes down to it, it's still active choice. If you choose not to be in the position that you need to be in, that's active your own choice. Guys can get away with being a little bit fat in that. Yes, absolutely. Guys get away with being a little bit of pudginess. I'm a little pudgy, but I'm also very strong compared to most guys. So, in the contrary, if I was a woman, I'd be slender as fuck. And I'd be making money. Hands down. No, what I'd be doing is saying anything. I'd be on Instagram taking pictures of me just wearing cleavage. Just taking the fuck I'd be streaming right now with the cleavage and my boobs be all pushed up in that. And I bet you be a whole bunch of dudes and I'd be acting fake as fuck. Fake as fuck. Know what I'm saying? Oh my god, thank you. Oh, thank you for the donation. I probably have 100 times my subscribers right now. I probably have like 30,000 subscribers. Like, oh, thank you, Dad. Be fake as fuck. Be fake as fuck. They say fake it till you make it. They're not lying. That's literally how it is with a woman. It's a personality trait of making money. The only time you can make money by telling the truth is if it gets out there in a way that people need to do it for. And this is why people have to constantly talk about the truth. Don't get me wrong, this is how society is. If it was a woman's world, it'd be complete opposite. Yeah, feminist world, it'd be complete opposite. You know what happened is? The opposite would happen. It'd be flipped. But the thing is, women weren't built like that, so it'd never be like that. Men were always built to be on top in general to keep things functional. And if it did switch for some reason, like there was a woman utopia like that sprouted out of nowhere, there's nothing but women and guys were just there to reproduce. Like, you ask yourself, like, okay, well, what would happen when the woman gets pregnant? Well, then other women would take over her spot in that until she gives birth or whatever it might be in that. They'll use some type of thing like that. I'm like, okay, that makes more sense than that. Or you just have a man fucking do it and the woman just give birth. Because the thing is, when a man's a woman that they got, say, like, if I had a woman, I got her pregnant that, say, like, we got married, now we're engaged that night. Got her pregnant, that over-stimulated excitement. I would work enormously. I give her stupid amount of affection because that's the whole point of it. And if I had a girlfriend, she would get massive amount of affection. That's how my bro does it with his girl. He spends like all fucking week with her. He only works a couple of days a week. I said, it's too much, man. You guys gotta give each other space. You know, he's constantly doing this affection stuff and that's fine. But someone's gonna grow up and someone's gonna push the thing. Motherfucker, you gotta work. You gotta make money now. But I love you, we'll be next to you. Man, that love don't mean shit when you sit in a fucking ditch and a damn trash can above your damn head. Well, that's why I say it like that, because a lot of men, as young men, do that, because I did it myself. There's all these fucking badasses, dude. Holy shit, dude. Look at all these badasses, dude. My god, a lot of them. Too bad this gun's OP as fuck. You know, as long as I hit my target and that, I always get my... It doesn't give me ammo back, it just reloads it for me. So I eventually do run out of ammo. Fuck you, piss. Fuck out her. Okay, I need to go with this. Oh, I think that's great. But yeah, these are the sort of things that people have to go through in their whole entire life. This is why some people always have issues and problems. So when I look at an issue or problem of someone, and especially for myself, I look at it from this perspective. Why are these things happening? Why is always a good question to ask. No matter what any circumstances have happened, you always gotta ask why. Someone doesn't like you, why? Most times people are just stupid, ignorant, or just all around fucked up. I'll be right back. Okay. The only thing bad about it, I have a fucking bathroom downstairs. I can't wait to midnight to get the bathroom done. That's fucking insane. Okay, where are we at? Oh, there's some more spots. Anybody, my meditation's wearing out. Oh, excuse me, asshole. I'll try to go in here. Damn. meditation didn't last that long. Ha! Get fucked, bro. This gun's awesome. Got this from the cartels. Whew. Felt pretty good. Now I think my body's finally got rid of all the... Try to get rid of all that caffeine and shit. Best way to get rid of caffeine, drink a lot of fucking damn water. Caffeine's... Yeah, it's gonna be really good. Basically, when I put in like 10 bullets in one person, every bullet I shoot actually just reloads my clip for me. I'm still wasting ammo, and the damage perks up with it. I think it perks up with it a lot. Man, I'll tell you what, dude.
Here, boyo. Nice view.
Well, that actually worked. I mean, of course that worked. And no death spears in sight.
Yeah, humanity's. You heard that fan blowing on me? Yeah, that shit's funny. I thought it was blowing on me because I just gotta cool off a little bit. I'm gonna need to get some heavy ice water. I think I might do that before I go to bed. Cause it's almost 7 o'clock in the fucking morning. I woke up really early though. I don't think you can hear it too much. No, I woke up at about 9 or so. I'm probably no crash. I don't like. Thing is, I love taking naps, but if I take a power nap and I'm waking up like at a fucking really shitty ass time, I'm just sitting there like. And the shitty time is like fucking 10 or 11 o'clock, and I'm like, fuck, I can't go back to bed. I literally cannot go back to bed. My body's like awake. I'm gonna have to stay up for at least 6 or 7 hours before I can't fucking do anything. It's so annoying. God, grenades are so pointless. Mayhem's so fucking stupid. Holy shit, that fucked him up. Yeah, like Mayhem 5, like Mayhem 1's not bad, but Mayhem 5, your grenades don't do shit, dude. You have to do like millions of fucking damage towards people. But yeah, I was talking to my bro on that. I like the kid a lot in that. I don't know, he's only a kid young enough. But I hope he, listens to me at least a little bit. I mean, I'm not no fucking professional in that. I don't need to be a professional to do these sort of things, man. Dude, got pretty good money right now. Yeah, I'm trying to really cool down that. Got two of them now. But yeah, that's why it's good to always have conversations about things that I like. I can't leave someone with nothing. Like when I see people that have really just like crummy ass parents or just parents that don't know shit to begin with, they're just like, I mean, I call them bottom feeders, and what I mean by that is that they're just lack of knowledge. They choose to be a bottom feeder, they choose to be the low person on the totem pole. They don't want to teach people anything. They don't want to do anything. They just want to live life, is watch TV and basically drool their fucking faces off. And no one deserves that. No one deserves to have a shitty ass life like that where you're just sitting there all day like, 2 plus 2 is 5. Oh my god. Literally, like, I'm trying to say that you get that, intelligence. The act of learning is what's low in this world. So I think it has to be about entertaining. I think it's about being in college that I shouldn't have to learn anymore. What the fuck? So you don't want to learn anything about how you work as a functioning human being. You don't want to learn any of that stuff? I mean, to me, that's just plain James is, idiotic to me. All you have to do is look at shit. Oh, I don't want to study. There ain't nothing to fucking study. You're not taking a motherfucking test, dude. Yeah, I got magnet. Fuck yeah. That helps a lot. All you're doing is reassuring yourself to make yourself better. Like I was, talking to my guy, and I was just like, you ever know why you're crashing so much? You ever know why that you're just like lack of fucking sleep? That you're just sitting there all day like, oh, I'm tired. Because first off, you're probably not eating enough. You're just sitting there only eating when your mommy cooks for you. Not eat your own damn meals, bro. Start making your own food and that. Start designing your own crap and that. I always say like that. It's like, oh, it's being mean. Ain't nothing being mean about. You're your own man. That the reason why these things happen, that because This money, the money's not yours to use. Damn, dude, what the fuck? Hang on, yeah. Well, and that's what it is. Like, I used to be like that. I used to be a bottom feeder. I used to sit there all day and let everybody do everything for me and that, and I make my own damn money now, so if I want to make a decision on that, you know, I can't just make a decision. Money is absolute. Money is fucking everything in this world now. I don't give a shit what anybody says it, but knowledge is power, and if you don't have enough knowledge to retain yourself and making more power out of that knowledge and making yourself smarter by looking at smarter people in that, then you consider yourself to be fucking stupid. And stupid is not knowing. Stupid is refusing to know actual truth. To refuse to know something is the stupidness of a person. So being dumb is not a disease or disorder. Being dumb is a choice. Music. What do you mean it's a choice? It's a choice to be a feminist woman or being a feminine woman. It's choice. You do choices for men to be assholes. It's a choice. For that men are assholes. It's a choice. Yeah, dude. And the reason why most men are assholes in most cases, because women don't like to listen. That's it. It's pretty simple, actually. No, women don't like to listen, so women get argumentative with that. Like that Donna girl was getting argumentative with me. She wasn't realize what I was saying is, you know, that was 100% fucking wrong in that, and trying to make up excuses in that. And at the end of the conversation, what she said, well, women are at fault too. I just solved all the problems. Yes, this is the whole point. You can't blame men for everything when women do psychological things towards men that ruin men's fucking damn life because they can get away with it. You know, if there was laws stating that women can't use sexual functions to do these type of things, then I guess what? You change the whole outcome of that. They said that they had all sexual, like, payment. The whole woman's world would collapse. The feminist world wouldn't even exist anymore. Why? Because they couldn't make fucking real money. Their sex appeal couldn't be... There shouldn't be a law based upon that. It's the will of the fucking men themselves. And this is what the problem is with a lot of men. Men always fall for the stupidest things. They like tits and that. Like, oh god, boobs. Like, boobs are nice. Don't get me wrong. I like tits too. But like, you know, I can't dive into stuff like that. I just can't. I can't do it anymore. I see that as absolutely pointless in that because I know it's a charm. And a charm means it's not real. It's not meant for you. And now if a woman starts to notice that stuff in that, and a woman starts acting in a specific way in that, then yeah. You know, if I know a woman likes me and she smiles at me in that, or she, you know, even a smile can be fucking cheesed. Or if a woman's like, she shows sign of like niceness and that, it doesn't mean that she likes you. That's the problem. So when a guy flirts and a woman acts nicely, and all of a sudden in the background she's talking a bunch of shit, how the fuck is that fair? It's not fair. The man doesn't know. It's trickery of bullshit. So for me, treat all women the fucking same. Flirt with all of them. Fuck them. If they get upset, let them get upset. They're not going to do nothing because they can't. They know they can't do nothing. They can scream and shout all they want. But I don't know. And active, that's the problem. Have moral responsibility over your own actions. That's the whole point of what men are trying to do. Have fucking responsibility. You know you're a good-looking woman.
I totally could have held him off.
You can look at yourself, look how big your butt is, look how big your titties are, and then you're automatically going to know you're attractive looking. There's nothing wrong with it, is there? No, there's nothing wrong with it, but when you act on it and you flirt with all the dudes you can see, and you want to complain about specific dudes liking you, then okay. How is a man supposed to know unless you say no? So it's a simple fucking fact. Just don't do it or just say no. Because it's a lead-on system, and most men don't like to be led on. I don't like to be led on. Dude, bitch, stop fucking moving around. Fuck. Well, that's the problem is, there's nothing wrong with any of the sort of thing in that. But a proper woman doesn't lead a man on. If you don't like someone, just don't fucking like them. Fuck that shit. No, don't do it that way! Come on, motherfucker. There you go. I gotta jump from that rock. Oh, I see him now. Why do you jump like a fucking moron? Anti-gravity doesn't work like that! All you do is jump higher. Like you're floating. You don't float. Now I'm trying to get up on this part right here where I'm supposed to be able to jump up there. Dude, are you a fucking retard or something, bro? Do you need to learn how to fucking jump straight? It won't be on top of there. It's flat as fuck. This game's fucking retarded, I swear. They can get their own fucking science right, dumb fucks. Jesus fucking Christ. Come on, jump on it, dickhead. He has so much shit in the fucking way, dude. I'm gonna do this way then. Yeah! Nice. I think that's the last one, not too sure. But yeah. You know, these are always the things that we have to talk about over and over again. And like, it's sad that people have to constantly learn this stuff, and that, and like, people get upset. And they're like, I was at the gym the other day, and I was talking about why does it matter about the color or race of a person? That I like everyone's the same. I'll date any type of race. And there was this black lady there, and that, and like her vibe just like kind of turned a little sour, and that, and then like before she left, she went to the massage chair, and that I was waiting in like the little conference room or whatever, and my mom was waiting for the chair, and that again, she looked at me in a very dirty way, and that like very nasty way, and that like she wanted to say something, but how I said it was remotely true. Who gives a fucking shit? I say I don't believe in racism. I think racism is a fucking joke, and I think people need to just stop being on their high horses about people are racist. And people are racist. People just don't like you. The act of like doesn't make it's racist. They just don't like you. I don't look at a black person and be like, color of your skin makes you scared. Now I look at a black person how they act. So if a black person acts a specific way, and that specific way is a very negative way, then I'm going to call them out that you're being negative, you're being stupid. They'll think it's racist. Like, it's not racist. It's all black people. No, it's not how black people are. That's how you are. As you know, there's a lot of old gangsters coming out of prison right now are all talking. They're all saying, stop being a fucking gangster. Stop walking the streets, mate. You can get a job anywhere. If you want to sell some stuff on the side, be respectful. Respect people. The guns blazing thing is not how it should be. You guys are making it worse for the old gangsters trying to get a reputation back into the business, that whatever business they might have in that, and you're destroying what we made for you, and you're using it as a way of being dumb. That's why a lot of younger people that do the gangster stuff, it's not the blacks or the whites, it's all the races that do it. You're killing each other over stupidity. Fine line of respect has been lost because there is no respect anymore. I get younger people, like my bro, you know, Mason, that he's a pretty cool guy. He's half, he's black and white. And he's like, he always states this it's a very nonsensical thing. I take my black side more than my white side. Dude, you're both. You cannot take a fucking side. You're both. There's no side to be taken. You're a mixture of both. You're mixed. You're gray. You're not black or white. You're gray. And it makes you think, why do people do these things? Well, because people do these things because they think there is a side to be taken. No, there's not. We're all humans. If I was a girl with big tits, would I have more views? 100% fuck it. I'd be having thousands of dudes come on here spanking their fucking monkey off to me. But it's a man's world. I'm a man, so I don't get that quality. That's the equal break-in. It doesn't work like that. So how much people complain about feminism? How much does women complain about men do this? You do not have to do a whole lot. You don't have to be that good looking. Salty ass men will throw money at you just because they get a glimpse of a butt crack. You're like, whoa, wow, there you go, baby. The thing is, it's the men's fault. If the men stop going on OnlyFans will shut down. All these women will lose everything. They'd be on there working at fucking McDonald's, flipping motherfucking damn burgers. That's the problem here. It's the dudes that work at McDonald's making $15, $60 an hour will sit there and tip these women $10, $20 a day just to be loved. I say, my brothers, you don't need love from a fake woman that only does it for money. They don't love you. They don't care for you. If they cared, they would give out actual good advice to get you a woman. No one, here's what I tell our men, get in good shape. Lose the fucking weight. Budget yourself. Always have a good amount of income on the side, as in you save money. Well, I can't do that because I go from paycheck to paycheck to paycheck. Well, what do you spend most on? I get this shit all the time. Bills take up all things. Bullshit. That's why you got savings. I see this one girl, you know, it is a woman now, but she doesn't do a lot of stuff like that. She just works. And I seen her savings before. She had like $3,000 some dollars in there. And she says, I'm broke. What do you mean you're broke? You have $3,000 in your account. That means that you're saving. That means that the money that you're making is enough to pay for your style of lifestyle, and you got excess money on the side because of savings. So no, you're not broke. You're considered to be wealthy. Wealthy means that you got excess of money. Rich means that you don't worry about money. Two different things. Wealthy is excess of extra money. Rich is having money more than what you need, and you can do as you please. So I consider myself to be wealthy. I got excess amount of money. Now, am I rich enough to be able to get all the stuff I want? Fuck no, not even close. So, I mean, that's how it is. So if you look at the excess of money saying, if I made $4,000 a month, then you make $48,000 a year. That's not enough money. But you make $4,000 a month. I should make $100,000. No one makes $100K. That goes into the 10th percentile of human beings. Actually, like 5th percentile of human beings. They make 100+K. The thing is, the percentiles get smaller and smaller and smaller. To be a 1% person, you have to make hundreds of millions of dollars a year. Basically, you're like a multi-billion-dollar person. At least you got over $100 million. Is to be closer to the 1%. $100 million. Who the fuck has $100 million? So most of us are in the percentiles of, say, 25% of human beings, 25 to 30%. So like ratio mean, I'm in like the 50 percentile. I make on average minimum wage, so it's about 50 percentile of most people that just want to work. How much to work? It depends. How much excess money do I have? It depends. Do I have more money than some people? Yes, I do. Is it because of my money? More or less, no. It's because of my inheritance. My inheritance gave me a decent chunk of money to start stocks and then get shit going. You know. In the long run, will I ever have what I want? Yeah. Of course. These are the things we have to look at. So that's why, that's why I don't like when they're taking that, there's an unbalanced act of, feminists and all this racist stuff. The unbalanced act is just start working and make your own damn money. I don't give a shit about that crap at all. I don't care. The reason why people care about that is because they want to, victimize themselves. The victimization of this world has gone crazy. People complain so damn much, they don't do nothing. If they do something, you got a feminist woman come on and make TikToks and talk about all this bullshit. Now, how much money she make off of TikTok? Fuck, she probably makes a couple hundred fucking day. She ain't complaining, but she has to keep up the bullshit to be able to make that money because people like to listen to bullshit. And even though people make fun of the people, they're still looking at it. That's all it is. No one wants to be smarter. Everyone wants to be dumber. People go there, look, it's a good time. You ever come on a channel on that and actually listen to the people? Actually that seems pretty smart. Maybe I could be like that. Maybe I could do something different in my life. Fuck no. Not at all, unless your platform's already big. So like for the most part, like people do a lot of like social stuff, and they always talk about Trump. Like, Trump this diet and all this stuff and that. That's not the main part in our country. The main part is to develop our people, our world to be better. None of the politicians being shit. Trump don't mean nothing. You got a bunch of dumb motherfuckers that doing this shit anyway. The good president's not gonna change nothing. The people change it. The people fight against the bullshit change it. Trump's just a lever. He knows it. He's just a lever for you to fucking pull. He's going, hey guys, yeah. That's all he does. He's a fucking lever for us to pull. It's not going to change anything unless we pull the fucking lever. And this is what we're doing. We're trying to pull the lever. We're all thinking together saying, what's more important in life? Family, money, and our cultures. our cultures have to be more American-like, as in more world-like, because Americans pretty much is like the world. We have to start not giving in to bullshit. We have to start saying, hey, we don't want a COVID fucking lockdown to try and talk about. And guess what? It's probably not going to happen. Because most people are against it, most Congress against it, most senators against it, most people are against it. On their side, too, they're like, we don't need it. Biden's trying to do it. Biden's trying to do it because this dumb fucking monkey isn't even doing it. The reason why they're doing that because they're trying to do what they did with the last election. They're trying to push some bullshit narrative to rule over our country. And now you gotta say, no, I'm not wearing no damn mask. Why? Because guess what? People got sick over that shit. Oh my god, for real? Yeah. People got sick over that stuff. The funny thing is, just like the flu. If you're not in any vicinity of anyone that has the flu shot, you probably won't get it. People think the flu's just floating around. Learn biology. Fucking hell, dude. The sun burns everything up. Things can't... Most viruses and bacteria can't hold... They have to hold a good ratio of temperatures. So I have people that have high temperatures never get sick. I never get sick. I'll have some diarrhea in that. Why I have diarrhea in that? Because I'm killing everything that's in my body, because my body's strong. And, it's just like people that smoke a lot. They're always like, oh man, I don't feel so good today. I'm like, why? Oh no, because you smoke a lot. What do I have to do with that? Your body's trying to take out toxins from all that nicotine and shit and trying to get rid of it. But your dad's like, I'm stressed out because someone said my name wrong. You fucking cry and bitch and moan about it. Or you're just so fucking guilty that you have to smoke 3 cartons of cigarettes a day because you know you're a fucking liar. Anyone that smokes a lot of fucking cigarettes, like they're constantly smoking, they got a lot of fucking issues. I'm not saying they're bad people, they've got a lot of fucking issues. But that's the biggest thing. Like my ex, I'll tell you right up front, that motherfucker smoked so much cigarettes. Yeah, my ex-boyfriend, he smoked gargantuan motherfucking cigarettes. That dude would smoke so much his teeth would be rotten out. And he would never brush them. Like, dude, brush your fucking damn teeth. Like, it was the grodiest fucking dude ever. But the whole point of this, God goes against the whole gay thing and that. The whole point of this is to see how bad people can get that are victimizers. People that give in to the culture now. My teeth are fucking great. I got great teeth. They're a lot wider because the light shine on them, that, unfortunately. They're probably a little bit more duller when you actually look at them, but... I rinse my mouth out with water, which is the biggest thing most people don't do. But yeah, there's a lot of things I'm learning that, like, they used to tell that people lie a lot because they do such corrosive things to survive. They drink a lot or they smoke. I know they do both of them because it's a caution effect of not giving a fuck and you just don't care about your life. You give your life up. I see so many men do this. I see more men do this than women. They just give up, like, oh, I just work in that, I'm trying to take care of my daughter, trying to take care of my, my baby mom and all this stuff and that. Stop taking care of people. Take care of fucking damn self for once. Well, they need help. No, they don't need help. You just want to help them. That's stupid. Like, you want to help them because you feel bad. Man, fuck them people. I take care of myself. That's the whole point. You find people that can love you in that, that can help you out in that, absolutely. I tell people all the time that I say, if you can't love yourself, no one can love you as much as yourself. And the biggest cultural thing is like, you have to be this kind of person to love yourself in that. I know I'm pudgy. So? People call me fat. Like, oh, look, you got belly on you. I said, okay. So, I'm notified of it. I don't look fat because I got a little pudge. I mean, and I know I do. I don't care. Is it annoying? Fuck yeah, it's annoying in some circumstances because I want to have a good physique. Like on camera, I got a good large physique. My physique's getting larger. I notice my head's looking a little smaller. Got a big ass fucking head, but my shoulders are getting wider now, so I'm starting to feel the physique. And you always gotta mock stuff in that. And it's always weak-minded people that do this shit. People are just fucking just dumb. They don't want to learn. They don't want to learn anything. You talk about lifting weights, what's lifting weights? It's like, out of what? What's being healthy? Oh, you like shit. You know, it's like, oh my god. That's the funny thing is when you know knowledge, it's hard to look at someone as the same way you look at yourself. Because you look at them like, are you really that dumb? Like you should be knowing this stuff because it's actually important. Oh, not until someone tells me. I'm telling you, look shit up. That's all I do. I just glance through YouTube and that. Every once in a while, they'd be like the one guy was his name's like Andrew something and that. Not Andrew Tate. No one gives a fuck about that dude. Dude's just a cop out, honestly. He's just a business dude. But this one Andrew guy, he's a neurologic doctor or scientist or whatever, and he talks about neurological stuff with the body, and he talks about how people lose weight and all this stuff, and he actually explains it, like what caffeine does and all this stuff and that. And he's just like, yeah, it's like these are things people need to do. Like when your body's uncomfortable, when you're stressed out a lot, your body actually gets stronger. You produce a lot more hormones and that. When your body's less stressed out and you're like sitting there, of course you have to eat on something. Of course you don't want to be too stressed out, like overly stressed, like anxiety stress. But he used to explain the anxiety thing and that. He explained all these details of that. And one of the details that he explained in that was very useful that, like what happened with me in that, was anxiety. And he says the reason why people have anxiety now when it comes down to certain things, that of course comes down to not doing what you want to do. And the other thing comes down to is when you sleep. So like if you got, like for me, I'll go from my perspective. If you got tightened muscles like glutes or hamstrings or lower back, stretch the fuckers out. Stretch out. Get those hamstrings stretched out. Get the glutes stretched out. Because guess what? When you're sleeping, that's like the first thing that hits the fucking damn bed is your back and your glutes. Stretch it out. Just stretch it out. Just try to stretch it out as much as possible. People always say, people always involve like sexuality with that stuff and that. Like guys, well, I don't want to stretch my legs out because that's gay. Dude, when's the last time a dude plowed you in the ass? Never. Well, there you go. You're using it as that reference because society's so overly stimulated with sexualized stuff that we think everything's sexual. This is a quote from what I talked to that one lady, Donna. Flirting is a sexual thing. No, it's not. Flirting it's like an embryo of love. You're giving out something to try to have someone else be notified that you are attracted to them. It's not sexual. Attraction is not sexual. It's a form of sexuality in a lower terms. It's not actual sexual. Talking about actual sexual things is what makes a sexual thing happen. Saying like, hey, how you doing? And you smile at her. It's not sexual. Nah, if I like flopped out my dick and balls and say, hey baby, you want to swing with me? That's fucking sexual. I don't think people really understand that shit. Like you just they always say I make up excuses. And when it's always unrealistic females always want to make unrealistic fucking bullshit about males, and males shouldn't be doing it at all. Well, the issue you. How about you just don't fucking talk? Because it seems like when you talk, you're wrong half the time, if not more than half the time, because you don't know men. So you get upset about it. And then that's when the problems start to happen. Nothing against this woman. She has no idea what a man is. It's like, I got a boyfriend. Yeah, I'm sure your boyfriend knows exactly what I'm doing. And when I went into actual specific details about stuff and go into what a woman actually likes, and I know this for a fact because I talked to a lot of women about this shit, I stated these factors. And this is what the biggest problem is. A flirtatious act is explain to that person that you're attracted to them. So it could be something like, you look really pretty today, and that, you engage with soft term words, which means it's not going to be aggressive or it's not going to be inaggressive. It's going to be like a medium, simple things. But you have to engage that to notify that person that you're attracted to them. Not all people think they're beautiful and hot stuff fucking people, and that they don't. I say I'm good looking because I know women like to look at me. That's a notification. But for someone single, it's a little bit different of a story. The singleness of it is to reach out, which is being flirtatious. It's a flirtatious act. So you look at someone nice, say, hey, how you doing? Or you ask them specific questions and that. And you fucking flat out just ask, like, hey, it's like, are you single? And they say yes or no. They don't say nothing at all, walk away. Because when someone doesn't know what they want, you just don't talk to them. Because then again, you're going to have that itch. They're going to have an itch for you to chase you, to look at you, to like, oh, I really do like this guy, and that he's really smart, and I listen to him talk or whatever it is, and then they might have the umph to do it. Most likely it's less confident women or men don't have the intelligence to be able to say, hey, or if they do have it, they're not comfortable with it. So comfortableness is what the biggest problem is with flirting. So when people aren't comfortable enough to say, like, if a guy flirts with them, they're going to automatically think something of it being sexual. It's because they're immature in that way. And people say, well, that's not true. Shut the fuck up, you're a moron. That's what immaturity is. You're immature for saying a dumbass statement. You're going to look at, oh, is that perspective? Maybe she has problems with that. That I don't know. If I don't know something, I'll fucking shut the fuck up. Someone doesn't know something, you can't create that something from nothing. I can't just know that she's got daddy problems. That ain't my fucking damn problem at all. That's her damn problem. The person's problem, man or female. And in this case, it's that woman's problem, because I'm a male. So they can initiate all the bullshit that they want that don't matter. So this is what comes to the context of knowing. So a confident woman, someone that's probably done stuff before to herself or whatever, is going to be like, oh, thank you for the compliment. And then say, no, I'm not interested. Bam, that'll cut it off right then and there. When you don't do that, and you leave the guy lingering, the guy's going to automatically thinking that he's going to have to chase you because you're playing hard to get. But if you ain't playing hard to get, and you're just being a bitch, guess what? The guy's going to try to chase you, and then that guy's going to have to get in trouble to be able to understand, well, this and that. That's what happened with me at Domino's. The girls were, I think they were playing hard to get, at least that one was, and she was being a bitch. And I couldn't do nothing about it. So why do females protect other females when they're the ones that are the problem to begin with? Because they don't show that man saying no. What the fuck? And for women to sit there and saying all men are the same, if all men were the same, then why the fuck am I talking about this shit? I talk about this stuff because there's a medium in between man and woman. How the fuck are you that dumb as a human being to not understand the means of equalness? Equalness comes down to two parts, 50-50. 50%, men are stronger. That's a 50 percentile, the two genders. Men are stronger, we tend to be more logical. Women are not as strong, they tend to be more nursing, more emotional developing. And yes, women can be more smarter with organizations or mathematics and shit, because their brains are more in tune with them. Men are more bronze, women are more, with copper or whatever the fuck it is. Or bronze and mine, whatever it is. But if you don't get that, so men are supposed to be clueless about a woman. That's what makes it interesting to a woman. When the men start getting smarter, which they become players, they understand the emotional, psychological effect of women. How you talk to them is how they relate to you. And nowadays, this is why everything has changed. Back then, people got married over churches, over groups, over families and that, like two families that know each other for a long ass time and that. Like, oh, I'll marry my daughter, no, I'll marry my brother, and it's all like a business transaction. Nowadays, everyone marries and fucks everyone. You know, the marriage should never happen. Because there's some girls that should not be dating some guys, and some guys should not be dating some girls. I see that shit a lot, that's why I'm waiting. I don't fall in that category. Like, for instance, there's a new couple ready to buy the house next door to me. I'm assuming they're trying to buy it. I'm not 100% sure, but they were over there multiple times and that. They're trying to say the house is pretty cheap in that, and we can throw in $50,000 or whatever it is to repair whatever we need to repair. But it seems like these people either want to downsize, or they came from a different country, or they came from a different state. So it means they're probably going to be Republican. They're probably going to be conservatives. Because there's a full family there. There's a father, mother, and there's a daughter. Daughter's pretty hot. These are older people, too. Daughter's like in her 20s. She looked dorky as fuck. She had glasses on that. So I'm thinking that she's probably... I hope she's just like me, sits around all day, play video games, and talking about stupid shit. Maybe go to the gym and that. I don't know. I saw her in that today. She looked like she was at least 18 to 20, I'm assuming. Because the parents look old. They look like they're in their like late 40s, at least. Maybe early 50s. I don't know. But like, I seen her now and she was tall as fuck. She was about as tall as me. But yeah, it's like, these are the things. And like, so for me thinking that right now, that how would I approach her? I approach her just like anything else. Hey, how you doing? That, welcome to the neighborhood, that, blah, blah, blah. And I just talk about things. And she'll be like, yeah, the house is kind of a mess and that, but we're going to do little repairs and that. We're going to move in soon. And I just throw down what I like to do. And I say, well, since your neighbor's dying, we might as well get to know each other. We're going to be up front. I say, hey, have you seen anyone? Are you single in that? And she asked the question, why you want to? It's like, well, I just want to know because, I just want to know if you're single. It's a common question most people like to ask each other, especially if they're female and male. And, if she was smart enough to say, like, what do you mean that you're attracted to me? These are scenarios that I think about. These are things really good. These are healthy scenarios that people should think about. Because the processes can work in that favor, then you already kind of know how to adjust yourself to it. Dude, these are the best things to do. Yeah, right now I'm just trying to blow off a little extra energy now because I'm about to get to bed. I do a little swerving in that. They say do this stuff before you go to bed. Kind of move around a little bit. Get a little bit of the energy out of you now. But these are the kind of things that are happening. So if we get in a conversation about anything that will come down to what you like to do. We both like playing video games. Then we'll share our video games together. We both like to talk about philosophical stuff and that. Honestly, if this woman could be the perfect woman for me, I'm done. Game over. You bitches are out. All you girls done. I'll be done. I stamped that big old fucking thing on my... I ain't stamping it on my Facebook. I just get rid of my fucking Facebook. I really don't talk to anyone on there anyway. No one ever talks to me that much. Actually, I'm going to get rid of it. There's just a couple people on there I like talking to if I had a chance to. I just delete all the women on Facebook. Just go through my Facebook. Boop, boop. All the bitches be gone. Yeah. Still watch my anime stuff and that, of course. Never gonna stop. I used to be a good influence. Man, these are the sort of things that need to happen in life. And like, it's a good, healthy thing to talk about. It's because I bring up these things all the damn time. Because it's a very healthy thing to do to constantly bring up this scenario that most people worry about is relationships. And, going from my point of view, a male point of view, and from a female point of view, because of the knowledge that I have, it's skeptical that people want to fight against it when the truth is truth. When you act out the scenario that, and people want to sit there and say, well, that could have sounded wrong. It doesn't matter what that person thinks it sounds like. This is what I think about it. exactly my point. A nasty ass wet fart. What are you gonna do about it? We all fart. Oh, that shit was hella wet. You gotta shit yourself, bro. Okay. Well, we're gonna put it right there. I'm gonna turn off all these fucking lights and shit and get my PlayStation to turn off because I'm gonna lower down my brightness. All this shit gets hot as fuck. So I'm gonna hot in my room. Yeah, these consoles are red hot. I like the little consoles, like the PS2 I got right there. It's small as hell. It still produces heat, but not that fucking much. Yeah, I'm gonna. Oh, I'm happy the caffeine ran out of me. I'm actually getting tired now. Okay, well, I'll see you guys later now. You guys have a good one, and yeah, bye-bye.